WWE Clash in Paris is this Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So today we're going to be talking about all the matches, my predictions, my fantasy bookings, my rumors, my whatever else that could possibly go right or wrong with this pay-per-view premium live event. Let's get into it. All right, the first match we're going to be talking about today is Sheamus versus Rusev in a good old-fashioned Donnybrook match. First things first, am I the only person that has thought that Rusev's return just hasn't been that solid? Like, it hasn't been solid at all. I kind of feel like this is going to be a great match just for the fact that Sheamus and Rusev are actually like, BFFs outside of the ring. So they're really going to, try to put on a great match for each other. Now, we've seen these Donnybrook matches before on Monday Night Raw, and they can be a lot of fun, but I'm kind of hoping one thing really happens during this match. And that's depending if he's sitting at the announce table or not. I kind of want to see Wade Barrett get involved. I'd love to see Wade interfere, cost Sheamus the match. I think I've read somewhere that Wade has said that, he might have one or two matches left in him. That'd be a great way to start. And then if that doesn't happen, hear me out. In the middle of the match, or towards the very end of the match, obviously, we're going to get the return of Lana. Imagine her coming down to the ring and costing Sheamus the match. That would be great. I think there would be a great pop for that. I believe Lana signed some kind of Legends deal, so there's that much possibility for it. I'm still going to go with Rusev for this, because I think Sheamus is going to want to put, his friend over because he made his return, and Rusev really needs the win here. Sheamus doesn't. It's all about Rusev on this one. And then next up, it's going to be Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed for, it should be like Jordan's on a pole match. It's a dumb idea, but people would watch. Now, the right thing to do would be to put Bronson over, because this is Roman's first singles match, I think, since WrestleMania last year? Yeah. And he's at that point in his career where it's time for him to, start helping others out, but we all know that's not going to happen. I fully expect Braun Breaker and probably Jimmy Uso to get involved with this match, because Jay ain't going to get involved because he's got a World Championship match later. Unless this match is after that match, then we might see Jay. Honestly, I don't want to see any interference from Jimmy or Jay. I want to see the return of Tama Tonga. I don't see this match going anything like major, anything crazy, but, I could be absolutely wrong. I still don't know if Roman has shot his scenes yet for the upcoming Street Fighter movie, so maybe this is going to lead to another, tsunami fest from Bronson Reed on Roman, and it's going to, write him off for a little bit. It's probably what's going to happen, and we're not going to see Roman probably until Survivor Series War Games, with another Samoan family match for the 14th year in a row. So Roman's going to be picking up the win, but I think there's going to be a whole lot of stuff after the match, and he's going to get written off. That's what I'm going to go with. And then for the Women's Intercontinental Championship, it is going to be Nikki Bella versus Becky Lynch. I feel like they had to add this match in because, prices for tickets were so high that people weren't getting their money's worth. I read somewhere, I think like the fourth or fifth row back, tickets were like $5,000, $6,000. Like, that's ridiculous. At $6,000, 5 matches, that's $1,200 a match. For $1,200 a match, Nikki Bella better put me in the rack attack and pin me. Or let me reverse it and win the title myself. There's definitely going to be some shenanigans with this match. Obviously, towards the end, somehow, like, the ref's going to get knocked out, whatever it may be. Lyra's going to come down to the ring and then act like she's going to attack Becky Lynch. And then Bayley's going to follow her down and then take Lyra off of Becky and then, push her to the side, whatever it is, throw her outside of the ring. And then, Bayley's going to be looking dead ass at Becky. And then she's going to spin around and give Nikki Bella the Bayley to belly and then, end up helping Becky pick up the win. So expect Nikki Bella versus Bayley at some point. I can see this happen. Like, what else are they going to do? Nikki doesn't need the belt. She's back to, help put people over. She doesn't need the win, really. But final answer, Becky's picking up the win via shenanigans. And then next up for the World Heavyweight Championship, it is going to be CM Punk versus Jey Uso versus LA Knight versus Seth Rollins. Now, in a Fatal 4-Way, this is going to be great because so many spots could happen during this match. I can't wait to watch. The match is probably going to be starting out immediately with Seth versus Punk. Anyone else over that? I can't be the only one that's just completely over these two fighting. And then LA Knight is going to obviously get involved right away, pull Punk off of Seth, and then him and Punk are going to be fighting. Also, Jey Uso's kind of like the outcast in this match. When it was announced, it was like Nick messed up or something. I don't know. Like, everyone was just like, why did he just add Jey? And it was all about Seth, LA Knight, and Punk. And then Jay just happened to be out there. He was like, yeah, let's add you in too. Because honestly, I thought Jay's beef was with Braun Breaker, not the other three. I don't know. I don't write for the WWE. Probably should, but I don't. Speaking of the Brawns, they're going to be getting involved with this match. And I'm sure they're going to pull somebody out into the crowd and beat the hell out of them and, throw them through 400 tables, probably the mixer, maybe the pyro table, probably something else off the stage. Who knows? There's going to be some great spots. I do see Seth somehow winning this match, but I think it's going to be setting up Punk versus LA Knight in the future. Still waiting for Punk to get that title shot. Probably won't happen until WrestleMania 42, but it's going to happen. It's going to happen. And then for our final match, we are going to be getting John Cena versus Logan Paul in I hope they don't have to reshoot this match. If you know, you know. I remember seeing a clip where, John Cena and Logan Paul were backstage, and it looked like they were just cracking up, having a great time. So they obviously have respect for each other, and I think that's going to help for this match. If there's anyone to learn from, it's going to be John Cena. So Logan Paul, take notes the entire match. Not like you haven't before. Logan versus Cena is just a catalyst to everything else that could be happening with this match. Are we going to be getting a Brock Lesnar run-in? Maybe. But do I think they're going to fly Brock Lesnar from Canada to France for a 3-minute run-in? Maybe. If Lesnar does get involved, I would expect Logan Paul to pick up a win somehow. Again, not that Cena really needs a win, but, he just lost to Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam. I would hate to see him lose again, at Clash of Paris. Maybe some other run-ins might happen with this match because people want to get their last shot at John Cena before he retires. 3 people that I would love to see come down and ruin Cena's day. Dom Mysterio, because, he has the Intercontinental Championship. Cena's never won that. I would love to see that. Austin Theory would be great because, he needs his little comeback story. That would be fantastic as well. And 3, Carmelo Hayes. That would be great too for him. All 3 of them would be great. But on the other hand, it's just going to be setting up maybe a rematch for, Cena before he retires. We'll say maybe AJ Styles comes down to the ring. Who knows? I would hope since this is, Cena's very last match in Europe, they would do something big for him. Make it memorable for everybody that showed up. I don't know what else it could be, but if it's not Lesnar or a major run-in, I don't see Cena losing, so it's going to be a Cena win if Brock doesn't get involved. But I don't know. I hope it's something huge. I hope we're all just shook by it because we deserve that. All right, so that's all my predictions. What do you think is going to be happening this Sunday? Just let it all out down in the comment section below. And for more WWE PLE predictions, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button. I'm probably saying this at the wrong time in the video. And that's going to be it. You guys have a great day. Stay awesome. And I'll see you back here next time.